Good morning and welcome everyone. My name is Deion Wells-Ross. I have the privilege of hosting my friend LaPora today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So LaPora and I, we connected on LinkedIn, I don't know, what was that, months ago, and we've just stayed in touch. She's a phenomenal workshop facilitator, learning and development professional. So LaPora, as we jump in, I always do this backwards and like to ask people, like, tell us about you. What's your story in a nutshell? How did you get to where you are before we talk about like what you actually do?
Gotcha. Oh gosh, how did I get to where I was? I am now. I think a large part of that, honestly, is just being a military spouse. With that has come a lot of different challenges and obstacles within my career. And that's just kind of given me the passion in order to help other employees to be more recognized and celebrated for the work that they do, whether it's the learning aspect or the more of the recognition aspect.
Yeah, for sure. And I would imagine you have to be agile because you went from New Jersey to Nebraska.
Yeah, and that's just one of the many moves. I've done, I think, a total of 7 moves.
Wow.
In the past 17 years, so I'm averaging about 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
For each location.
So we won't have you here much longer, is what you're saying.
Well, so my husband said he was going to retire. So this is on camera now, so I guess he has to, right?
Yeah.
But
Can't go back.
That's the goal, and then we'll be here a little bit longer than the 3 years.
Yeah.
We're looking at the double digits.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
So LaPora, one of your favorite things to do is what most people hate. They're very afraid of, and that's professional speaking.
Right.
Tell us about that. How did you get into professional speaking? And let's just run with that.
I mean, I've done it my whole life. I don't know anything else. I'm talking about since like the age of 8.
Wow.
But I wasn't like a professional speaker at the age of 8. It was more so of me just seeing it because I grew up in the church and just seeing it all the time. And then me getting up, it came second nature.
Yeah.
But as far as the business aspect for me, that actually came in 2021.
Wow.
So that part is relatively new, but even though I'm an introvert, I really enjoy educating people and kind of serving as a conduit to be like, this is the information, this is your brain, and I'm going to be able to just help expand it based off of what I know in conversations. So,
That's awesome. I would have never guessed you are introverted.
Yes, 100%.
Like extrovert.
Nope. 100% introverted. When I get home, I will go sit in the closet or something because I need that. I need to recharge.
Decompression, right? Yeah. What do they call it? Ambivert, where it's like
that's not me.
You're introverted.
100%. I'm not even going to pretend like being in a room full of people. Even though I enjoy it, I still need to. There's a breaking point, and my friend said that they can kind of see it on my face. I just kind of like have a gloss over look.
After a while, it's like, all right, I've had enough of you guys today.
But I try to plan for it. I guess that's the part about being a speaker is that you kind of have a sense of the environment. You kind of have a sense of what to expect, and then I plan that XYZ is going to be the time when I'm going to need to, this amount of time I'm going to need to be on.
To recharge.
Yeah.
That reminds me of when I was a recruiter, I went to a lot of career fairs.
Yeah.
And it was like towards the end, my battery would die. And like driving from Lincoln back to Omaha, I would tell my colleague or my friend, don't talk to me for this next hour. I just need to like reset.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I used to do that at work all the time when I worked in person. I would just go in the office and just close the door.
Yeah.
And I eventually had to communicate to my coworkers, it's not y'all, but if I'm teaching 4 to 6 hours, I can't talk after that.
After that, right.
Get that.
When I was a learning and development professional, I used to joke and say, we track our steps with our watches and our movement.
Yeah.
I wish I could track how many words I said a day because I know after a certain amount, I'm like, all right, I'm talked out.
Yes. Exactly.
So LaPora, you do some amazing things. You have a lot of, I'll say, boats in the ocean, a lot of moving things, fighting a lot of waves.
For sure.
What are you up to nowadays? What are you building?
Yes. So building a couple of things. constantly building workshops and having the opportunity to present in that fashion. But the project that I'm most excited about is actually a project that won't happen until September of next year.
Wow.
It's something that I wish was in place earlier on in my career, that I wish was in place for more industries, and because I don't see it, I'm going to create it. Well, I'm creating it, and it's going to happen September 19th of 2026. Yeah, and essentially what it is, it's an awards banquet for blue-collar workers and essential workers.
Yeah.
So the people who don't typically get this recognition, the janitors, the daycare workers, the gas station attendants, all of these wonderful individuals who do so much work to keep things going, and we don't really notice it until they're not there. And then we're just like, oh no,
Yeah,
what do we do?
It ends our day, right?
Right. And that's not even all the positions, but that's a good amount of them. And I just feel like they need to be celebrated. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I love that. What gives you the ability to stay patient and know, like you said, September, but not 2025, 2026?
Right.
We live in a world where it's instant gratification, where it's like now, but you have the patience and I'll say the vision to see what can happen in a year.
I honestly think it's personality. I'm organized, and so I'm a planner, but I'm also spontaneous. So the idea just came up spontaneously.
Yeah.
But I still need to plan to make it happen. I still need to figure out how can I best ensure that the people who are on the receiving end of this get the absolute best experience.
For sure.
And if I was to just toss something out there, then they wouldn't get that. I think the other part as well is I understand how important it is to network, how important it is to build relationships. And I couldn't do that if I just up and did an event in the next 2 weeks, because I'm still trying to figure out Omaha myself, let alone host an event and I don't know anybody. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you're a master networker, like I said in the beginning.
Okay.
Well, we just met on LinkedIn. It was like super random, and now we've just stayed connected over. I don't even know how long it's been, months. I don't think it's been a year yet, but coming up on it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think it's important. I didn't realize how important networking was until I started my business, but when you think about it, networking, all it is, it's building relationships, getting to know people.
Absolutely.
And the best time to network is when you don't need anything, because then it's not based on transaction. It's based on connection. It's based on commonalities. It's based on all of the things that make us human beings, which is important. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, especially as a business owner myself.
Yeah.
Like I do a lot of cold outreach, emails, phone calls, LinkedIn messages, but this is what's like open doors. And it's not that I go into meetings looking for something.
Exactly.
But when people like you and you like them, they want to help you. So.
Exactly. And that's what it takes, I think, too, in the age of social media. We spend so much time behind our phones or behind the computers or the laptops or whatever the case may be, and we lose an element of that when we just do that. But when we reach out and we meet up, attend events, things like that, like that's how we truly build those connections over time, and it takes time. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
How do you think that this digital world has impacted speaking or learning and development?
Oh gosh. That's a loaded question. I think it has impacted it in a way where it's given us tools and resources to address all learning situations. And it aids us in the ability to connect. I'll go back to the connection piece, because that's the one thing that the digital space will never fix, is the connection piece. Like, that's that human part, but I feel like it's nothing to fear. We just have to embrace the digital aspect, but use it as an aid to for the tools. And I know that's really broad, but it's just because I don't want to delve too far into it, because there's so many places we could go with it. But yeah.
No, that's super insightful. I used to, like I said, be a learning and development professional. I would teach courses that were virtual 4 days a week, 8 to 5, and it was really draining. And I'm like, I just wish I could be in person with these people. So.
Right, yeah. You can't replace that. And I know, like, as introverts, we're just like, what? Wait, you mean you got to be in person? And it's just like, yes, there is a certain level of in-personness that's required for introverts. It has to happen. So yeah, it's important.
No, that's awesome. So as we begin to wind down, we're kind of at that point, when like you're on a plane and they start beeping, they're like, put on your seatbelt, put up your seat back tray.
Oh gosh, I'm getting anxious just thinking about it.
Well, that means at least you're close to landing, right?
Right.
But that's kind of where we are.
Yeah.
When you think about like everything you've learned, everything you have accomplished, what tips would you give people, whether it's blue collar workers or people that are on the fence about becoming a public speaker, or whatever that next step is, something they see in their mind, but they're afraid to take advantage of the opportunity?
Yeah. I would say, number one, to truly appreciate where you are now. I think a lot of times we look at contentment and ambition as enemies, but it's not. They actually work together, where you can be content with where you are, but you can also look for what the next step is or what the next project is or environment is. And so just having that balance of being happy with where you are, but also exploring too as well, what do I want to do?
For sure.
What are my goals? What are the skills that I want to improve? And then look to others. The second thing is looking to others to figure out, do you have someone that's modeling that? Do you have someone that is demonstrating what that is? And that's not to imitate, but it's in order to emulate what you see versus just imitating it.
Love that. You guys see why she's a great speaker now. I was like, I'm soaking that in. I really struggle with like enjoying the present moment, whether it's a high, like a peak, or I'm in the valley. I'm futuristic, so I'm always thinking about like that next thing and not present in the moment.
Gotcha. Yeah, and it's okay to be ambitious, but also just appreciating like everything that you've done to lead up to this point. Appreciating that, because that is what's going to get you to the next point. And so that's the whole point of the Impact Awards for next year, is to be able to celebrate people where they are now. Yeah. Because we're great. Everybody's amazing and awesome, and sometimes we just gotta give ourselves a pat on the back.
That's amazing. Yeah, seriously, give yourself a pat on the back. So last thing I'll ask you, LaPora, how can we as a community support you? Is it referring you for speaking engagements? Is it registering for your event? Not that you have that ready right now, but how can we help you?
Right. I would say both of those things, to be honest. For the event, we're looking for partners. We're looking for people to help put the word out about the event. We'll have nominations coming up in May of next year. We're looking for sponsors, individuals, companies, organizations that are willing to invest in employees across industries. And then, yes, absolutely, if anyone is looking for a speaker on a professional development topic, I would love to be considered for it. But more than anything, just really having conversations. Just learning what people need and seeing how those needs can be met.
I love that. And that's a good cue. Like, it doesn't have to be about business, or it doesn't have to be transactional. LaPora is just an amazing person to talk to, get to know. Fun to be around. When I was at your house, I think I left my cheeks were hurting because we were all laughing so much. So.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, it was. Well, any final thoughts from you?
No, I really appreciate the opportunity. I really do. And I just want people to celebrate where they are right now. To just remember to celebrate where you are now.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
I'll end us by saying, embrace the struggle, embrace the highs, the lows, give yourself gratitude. Don't be afraid to say, I'm doing well. And sometimes doing well is just taking that baby step, like getting out of bed. So with that, we are wrapped, my friends. We will see you on the next one.